Dun, dun. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezers Show, your weekly rock news outlet. I'm your host Murph. And we got a lot of goofy little stories this week. Yeah. One of my least favorite songs has now become the most famous song in the world, and we got some updates with Bruno Mars, Joni Mitchell, Bon Scott, and we got some doozies with Mellencamp, Justin Hawkins, the Hives, Disturbed, Lollapalooza's coming out. We got a lot to talk about, but I can't do it without my co-host, and that would be Doc Fox. How you doing there, Doc?
Doing quite well, sir. Quite well. Greetings. Yeah, thanks for everybody checking in on us. Yeah, another week of stories that one of them in particular I know is your favorite kind of story, Murph, that we're going to get into.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah, thanks for finding us. Please subscribe so you don't lose us, and let us know you're out there. So
sure.
yeah, first story. If you ever wondered what's the biggest song? What's the biggest song in the world? And
Uh,
well,
with
the
with uh, with a
recording
world, well,
the
go ahead,
Recording
Doc.
Industry Association has come out with it, and
It has, yeah.
yeah,
Must be Beethoven or something like that. One of the masters
right,
of music. So I don't know, Ninth Symphony, something like that.
some
What do you think?
Sinatra or something, or
Oh,
no, no,
Frank
no, no.
Sinatra, yes. Come, yeah. But no, it turns out to be it's a Journey song. Don't Stop Believing has been recognized as the biggest song of all times. The biggest monster hit of all times. And yeah, so we've heard it everywhere, man. We've heard, I was in a classic rock band. I played it a whole bunch of times. That was one of our mainstays. We did a lot of Journey, and so I just got tired of it back then. Just get tired of playing certain songs, and albeit it obviously a great song, but uh, I just stopped believing, Doc. I
Oh,
just.
don't stop believing, though, Murph.
So what do you think about that pick, huh?
Yeah, it came out in what 81, so that was right, my junior senior year. That was right in that wheelhouse. So yeah, it was, I have fond memories of the song for sure. And like I say, yeah, I was a long time DJ, wedding DJ, that kind of thing. So I played it, ad nauseum as well. But yeah, it's gone. Was the Recording Industry Association RIAA,
Ah,
and that's gone 18 times platinum, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. It seems like more. I don't know how they. I'm sure they accumulated with streams and all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, it's one of those songs. It's a sports theme. It's played at all the sporting events. It
oh
was at
yeah.
the end of The Sopranos, famously at the end of The Sopranos when they were playing it, and so it's kind of it's definitely got its place in pop culture, and it's all over
Well,
the place. So
well, Arnell's got something to say about it. Arnell Pineda, the singer of Journey right now, he said, even before I discovered Don't Stop Believing, it has been my motto, to never stop believing in myself. The life that I've gone through, all those hardships, I've never stopped believing that someday there is something magical that will happen in my life. Holy schmokums, yeah. Yeah, let me
Well, I
let
think it's
me
why it's so universally loved is because
uh,
everybody has that sentiment. Don't stop believing.
uh,
Everybody has that sentiment at some point in their life, and just the
uh,
whole story, just a small town girl, all that. It sucks everybody right in. It's a great
well,
song.
Steve Perry, yeah, Steve Perry, he spoke up. He was just flabbergasted, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yeah. So and Sean and I believe Sean and Perry wrote it, I believe, and they gave each other
Jonathan
kudos.
Cain.
Kane helped too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're all giving each other kudos on the
Yeah.
internet there on the interweb. But he was flabbergasted, but at the same time, he had, it's a strong lyric about not giving up, but it's also about being young. It's also about hanging out, not giving up, and looking for that emotional height. There goes my voice. Looking for that emotional hiding somewhere in the dark that we're all looking for. It's about having hope and not quitting when things get tough. Because I'm telling you, things get tough for everybody. Wow, dig that. Yeah. So, boy, I don't know. I'm just looking for a maple tree to tap so I can get some sap out of it. I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean that. What?
Yeah, like I said, it is a great song, but is it the biggest song of all time? I mean, there's certainly,
Ah,
big,
boy.
however many Beatles songs, however many other songs, but the biggest song
Huh.
of all time. It does relate
Ah,
to a whole lot of people.
biggest
That's for
song of
sure,
all
man.
time is Kick Out the Jams. Let me be who I am and let me kick out the jams. Yeah, that should be, but no, it isn't.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
Journey, and Journey, they've got so many songs. There are some. I looked at the comments, and a lot of people agreed. A lot of people thought, separate ways should have been there. And quite
No.
honestly, yeah, when you're talking about the best song ever, that Journey shouldn't quite honestly be there. But when you talk about Journey as a whole in their catalog, they've got like 5 songs that could be considered the best. I mean, they're just amazingly
I don't know.
written.
Like I said, just the way that this has been used in pop culture over the years, and remember the White Sox when they won the World
Oh
Series,
yeah,
they adapted
sure.
it, as their song,
Oh
and
boy.
just all of it. So yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
definite feather in their cap. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, here's something we talked about. Let's do some updates. Let's start with Bruno. Bruno. That would be Bruno Mars, ladies and gentlemen, who supposedly is $50 million in debt to MGM Grand. But MGM Grand, as I'm sure they had to, even though he owes them out the ass. He does. They had to come in and say, oh, no, no, no. The MGM Grand have denied that Bruno Mars reportedly owes the casino $50 million. Yeah, but yeah, and he's in his ninth year at a residency.
Right.
I'm
Right.
sorry, that right there tells me he's paying off debt.
Yeah, that's a
Nobody
pretty big
stays in a
tell. Yeah.
residency for 9 years unless you're Elvis or somebody, and they were born there, so that's their thing. But yeah, Bruno Mars, I'm sure he wants to spend the rest of his life playing it nowhere else but Las Vegas.
MG
So
exactly at
that
the
tells that
MGM.
tells you
Yeah.
right there, man.
Yeah, yeah. We kind of had the story last week that what they call it, a well placed insider, I think was the
Yes,
term they used,
that was the term.
and
Yes.
came out and said that he owes him 50 million. That's why he's been playing there forever, and he's kind of indentured servitude almost. I mean, he's doing quite well. He's making what, 1.5 million a week or
A
whatever,
night.
but a night. Oh my
It
god.
says here they want Mars apparently makes 90 million off of the deal he made with the casino, but after paying off his debts and taxes, takes home 1.5 mil a night. I can't believe that at all. No way. Come on. What? Okay, something's rotten in
Who knows,
Denmark.
man? There's some big money floating around out there.
Wow,
But
that must
yeah, but
be.
now after that story came out, MGM, their PR people or whoever came out and said, no, there's no debt, and there's we don't know what you're talking about. So
Okay.
nothing to see here. Move along, and so
Well, they have to say that though. They
yeah,
they have to. They
yeah,
can't. Oh yeah, yeah. We own him.
yeah. Now
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna
something
break.
smells fishy in Denmark there, man.
We're
I'm not
gonna
sure, but
bust his
yeah,
kneecaps. Yeah,
nine
that's what they're
years at the
gonna
same
do.
place, and one of the biggest stars in the world, who's
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure
could.
is
He could.
wanted by everybody. Yeah.
But at the same time, he's making 1.5 mil a night. Well, hell, why travel? Go down to Vegas and have the
I'm saying
the
even within Vegas, I mean, it doesn't have to be at the MGM. I'm sure other places would pay him some big money too, or maybe even bigger money.
wow.
Start a bidding war or something. But he's been there
Oh,
for 9 years, man. At the
he's the
peak of his
newest.
career, man.
He's
Yeah,
the
something's
new
up, man.
Siegfried and Roy. Yeah,
Yeah, something's
that
up.
is bizarre. Yeah, so I don't believe MGM. I believe he's probably ass deep in debt, or it wouldn't have come out. What the heck?
Although 50 million seems that seems a little much. I don't know. But yeah, you never know. If he's making that kind of money, 1.5 million a night, I guess 50 mil
Right?
could pile up pretty quick. But who
Yeah.
knows?
Here's another one. We all remember. We talked about this last week. How
Yeah.
Neil Young, Neil Young put his music back on Spotify because Joe Rogan is basically on everything. So I just gonna be a hypocrite into that. Well, apparently Joni Mitchell 2 years ago she removed her entire catalog in solidarity with Neil Young, and of course in solidarity with Neil Young, she's putting her music back up. Oh, that's brave.
Yeah,
There
it
they
is
are,
just
right there.
I
This,
just in this day and age, I just love hearing how people word things, and try to twist it. In solidarity, basically, it's like, dude, if you're going back on and making some money, and I pulled myself off to be with you, well, nah, guess what? I'm going back on too. So that's how I read it. So
oh boy, oh boy. And she has yet to comment on the return of the platform. Just you know, quietly try and get back up. I don't know how big of a deal it is being on Spotify. I don't know. I guess it's a really big deal. I don't use it at, well, do we use it? No, I don't use it at all. So on
No,
anything,
no, we were doing the podcast thing for a while. We
everything's
were on
on
there, but anymore.
everything's on YouTube,
It's on
if you
YouTube.
want.
Yeah.
So whatever, Spotify, it's to me it's not a big deal, but obviously to the people who are making money in the music world, it is. So she's back up there with Neil now. So rejoice. Gosh, really, all these fake
I'd love to know the numbers of how much they missed out on, how much actual money did they lose,
yeah,
during
yeah.
what? I mean, how long have they been off the service? A year, maybe, not even. I don't know.
Well, probably a year and a half. She
Oh, it's
said
that
2 years
long. Okay.
ago she
Oh,
she
okay,
pulled
okay.
it off.
Yeah,
So
time flies. I guess.
so holy cow, whatever. These folks, jeez. And of course, go on Joe Rogan's show, Joni. Really, if you people instead of just like I say, throwing bombs from the cheap seats, go on his show and argue with him for crying out loud. Jeez, nothing gets done unless you do some arguing. So there you go. Thanks, Joni. You're welcome back. I can't wait to hear your song about the whales. That's right, the whales. Oh, and here's an interesting thing. We were talking about Bon Scott's new biopic coming out. And I thought that'd be great. It's going to be great seeing, you know, his life, young life, and all this stuff. But it turns out it's, I don't know. This sounds like a train wreck to me. It's
Dude,
not going to be
yeah.
a biopic. Here we go. The subheadline. By drawing inspiration from the stories and atmosphere of the time period, rather than attempting a biopic, the film can offer a more imaginative exploration of Scott's character and experiences. What the hell is that? When you hear something like a more imaginative
Yeah.
exploration,
Yeah.
probably heading for a freaking train wreck. Gee, many creepers. Oh
Yeah, they
boy.
use a term in there too that they'll be using creative license. So yeah, lot of those kind of terms being thrown around. Yeah, yeah, fictionalized
Wow.
narrative.
Oh,
So I'm like,
jeez.
what is he gonna
Why
be like?
bother?
You'll be running around with his wacky friends solving crimes and stuff. You're gonna be like, what are they doing? What,
Yeah, really. Holy
you know what?
cow.
Why bother if you're not
Really.
doing an actual, an account of what happened? Why bother? Just make another movie and just, don't use Bon Scott's. If that's not the character, why bother? Quite
Yeah.
honestly, what's the
It's a,
point?
oh boy. After an excited response to the film's announcement, everybody said, go to hell. No, they didn't say it. Halo sought to make clear that fans should not expect the film to be a historically accurate account of Scott's life, but rather they will use creative license to capture the spirit of the singer's life. This is going to be a train wreck.
I mean,
There you go.
we're used to these biopics taking things loosely, and
A
every time
little
I
bit of
watch one,
liberty,
I
a
mean,
little bit of
I'm a
liberties. Yeah.
historian, so yeah, I'm always that's not chronologically correct. That album came out before that concert, blah blah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
they always have that kind of stuff. But to flat out say, yeah, this is going to be a total fictionalized account, and what? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
Oh gosh. Well, focusing on his formative years in Fremantle allows for a deeper dive into the influence and events that shaped him as a person and ultimately as the iconic frontman of AC/DC. It also provides an opportunity to explore the cultural landscape of the time, including the burgeoning music scene and social dynamics of the era. So this is going to be a train wreck. This is going to be all
Yeah, we'll
political and
see.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
And of course, we all know he fronted AC/DC from 74, the year I graduated, until 1980 when he drunk himself to death, basically. But those crazy years, man. Wow. Sang on the first
Oh
six
yeah, no, I
albums.
love me some Bon Scott for sure, man. But
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and I'll probably still see the movie, but I guess knowing what we know now that it's going to be
expectations
yeah,
could be lowered. Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, Murph. Your favorite kind of
I love
story,
this.
man.
This summer, Doc, this summer, by golly. Oh, let me put the poppy fields up back there. I didn't know this was a poppy field, Doc. I just thought this is a nice backdrop. That looks good. And then I found out it's poppies. It's like, oh my
Poppies,
gosh,
poppies.
we'll make them sleep. Yeah, as everybody knows in the Wizard of Oz, she said poppies will make them sleep. Yeah, because you make opium out of poppies. So the Wicked Witch sends them into the field of opium, and then they fall asleep. And Glinda, she rains down cocaine to wake them all up. And then they can't. They got to run like hell because they're so jacked up. The Emerald is
But you know
crazy,
what that
crazy
actually
shit.
was that was
Oh
falling
yeah,
down on
it
them?
was asbestos.
Asbestos. Yeah.
100% asbestos.
Oh my God.
Oh, good times, man. Good times. Here's another good time. We're going to a concert this summer. Well, I should say one of the concerts we're going to go see in the summer is Willie Nelson, backed up by Bob Dylan, backed up by my favorite guy right here, John Cougar Mellencamp. Yes, yes. And we've talked about his knack to be an old, get off my
Crusty.
lawn,
It's
yeah, an all
crustaciousness.
crusty,
Yes.
get off my lawn kind of guy. And holy schmokums, the headline on this is great. I just gotta call it as he sees it. John Mellencamp calls out, quote, cocksucker heckler to meet them after derailing the Toledo gig. Holy cow, good job. Apparently he went off the freaking rails. Mellencamp did because yeah, somebody gave him hell. He called out at one of his recent shows, and not he called the guy to meet him after the show. This is crazy. But let's just say what happened. He likes to talk between tell little stories, little
Right, yeah.
vignettes between
Anecdotes or whatever.
songs, and somebody hollered out, "Play some music!" And what he says, what do you think I've been doing, you cocksucker? Here's the thing, man. You don't know me. You don't effing know me. Then he said, hey, Joe, find this guy and let me see him after the show, he added, going on to continue with this anecdote before being erupted again. Guys, I can stop the show right now and just go home. I tell you what I'm going to do. Since you've been so wonderful, I'm going to cut about 10 songs off of the show, he said. From there, he began to play the Jack and Diane, a solo, before deciding, you know what? Show's over. He goes and walks off. Holy cow. What a curmudgeon. But, he left the stage and the house lights came up. But then he eventually returned to the stage and performed a few more songs before getting the hell out of town.
I should have just stayed off, man. Yeah, you see the video is awesome. And he's wearing like mechanics overalls. Kind of like the color shirt you're wearing, kind of mechanics overalls.
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
Michael Myers,
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Myers suit.
yep, yep,
All
yep,
you needed
yep,
was the mask. Get off
yep,
my lawn. But
yep.
yeah, that was
So
crazy.
yeah, he's up there and he's just got his acoustic guitar and he kind of telling his story, and then the guy yells that out. Yeah, right into listen, cocksucker. What a response! Why go into that? That's your listen, cocksucker. And yeah, and then somebody else yells something else out. And I always wondered, was it the same guy or was it another guy? Either way,
Yeah.
because once he says that, he says, "All right, we're cutting the show short." And everybody's like, "Oh, oh, come on, come on." And then somebody else yells something else. So you're like, why would somebody yell something else, man? He's already,
He's
things are,
already jacked. They're just trying
they're
to, yeah,
dicey a
get
little
his
bit.
goat, man.
Yeah,
This is great.
and
I can't wait.
but you can't quite make out what he says. But they say, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. He plays
I'm
about
out of here.
like 2 bars of Jack and Diane, and then just like, yeah, I'm done. Just walks off, man.
And yeah, and this, this ain't the first time this has happened. We've talked about this before, where he's gone off, and I'm just so very excited to be able to see him this summer. That's going to be the thing now. There's going to be hecklers on every show, guarantee it.
Right,
Because
trying to get him to walk off.
Americans are jerks. We're going to be jerks. There's going to be people up front that are going to heckle him just to get him worked up. And then Dylan's going to come. Oh, well, they're going to be heckling him. I'm out here too. I'm going to party with Mellencamp. So this could be tragic, man. But Mellencamp, he started the thing now. Every concert's probably going to devolve into madness into him
Right.
turning into his old man character. You son of a big gall darn son of a gall dang son of a gall darn son of a oh just I can't wait. That's gonna be the concert of the year, man. Watch and see if Mellencamp can handle it. I'm surprised he's going third bill though. That's what surprised me. That he's
Well, the three of them have been involved in the farm aid thing for decades now.
yeah, that's true.
So I'm sure
He just wants the gig.
like it or not, you're third to those two guys, man. So that's the way it
Gosh
goes.
almighty, I bet he's a joy to be a roadie for and stuff. He's probably just the
Well, his
best.
name's Little Bastard. If you look on even like on his album, they got the credit producer Little Bastard. That's what he's known as. And,
Oh boy, really?
you know,
Wow.
he has no
Yeah.
qualms about being a hard guy to deal with. So
Wow. So that's just joyous. Gosh almighty. I hope, that'll be a good time though. We got to definitely get there early to see his set because,
oh yeah, for sure.
it's
Yeah.
gonna
I've
be a
seen him before, and he puts on a good show. Yeah, like I said, a lot of talking between the songs, man. He tells a lot of stories. Yeah.
Oh yeah, apparently he got a long one about his grandma that he talks about, and that's all right. But at the same time, people want to rock. They want to hear some Jack and Diane,
Yeah.
or Authority song. Yeah, somebody hollered out for him to do Authority song, and I guess he flipped out. So, oh yeah, he's all out of his mind. Who he married to somebody famous too, right?
Meg
Actress
Ryan.
Meg Ryan. Well, yeah, with the
Yeah.
Smilex smile like
Yeah.
Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow! Don't do plastic surgery. Yeah, she got the Smilex smile. It's very odd. But anyway, John Cougar, gonna really be looking forward to that one. That's gonna be just joyous. Man, oh man, outstanding. There's an interesting one. I like this picture here. Justin Hawkins. He's so wild and crazy guy. But oh boy,
Yeah,
there's
he's got a YouTube channel I watch fairly often. It's been a little while, but yeah, he's pretty entertaining.
oh man, yeah. Well, an article came up I thought was really interesting. The headline is Justin Hawkins blasts Ace Frehley, our good buddy Ace Frehley,
Oh yeah.
on the live show. I'm not going to say the word. You're a C word if you make the darkness late. So apparently there's a little a little history there. Uh, and of course it's on one of these rock cruises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, these are becoming more and more, you know, a cruise for every genre of rock.
Right.
I can imagine a death metal cruise. That's got to be a horrible cruise. Oh God, everybody's depressed and just dressed in black and shit in the
Yeah, it's all
tropics.
goth, so they wouldn't be out there getting any sun, man. They're all, they're all
That's
goth
true.
people, man.
We got to stay inside, man.
Yeah.
But yes, so it was a 2024 Monsters of Rock cruise. The Monsters of Rock, and an unexpected spat caught the spotlight between Hawkins and Fraley. A video surfaced on Rock News' desk showing Hawkins addressing the issue on stage after Fraley's overran performance pushed back the darknesses set. That's like the worst thing you can do to another band. Oh, I hate that. I used to hate that. Really. Yeah. Yeah. The thing if you're opening for a band, when it's done, you throw your equipment the hell off the stage, pack it up off stage so the new band
Yeah,
can
it's just a
go home.
mutual respect thing. Yeah, especially on a lot of these festivals, two festivals and cruises. I mean, they're pretty,
Things
strictly
are on time.
timed,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, you gotta do it when you gotta do it. So
Yeah. It says, you've noticed I wear a watch on stage. Some of you think, oh, that means he's not 100% in it. He has a sort of regard. He has to sort of regard the time because he just wants to get back and eat the prawn sandwiches in the dressing room. There's a bit of truth in that, but I think the important thing about rock and roll is punctuality, man. That's what he says.
yeah, there you go.
And this year's cruise, oh cripes, it featured Darkness, Fraley, KK's Priest, Satriani, Slaughter. Boy, oh boy. And so he goes on. Hawkins goes on. I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody overran, and thus we were late coming on stage. I apologize to all of you, but in fairness, the artist that overran, I'm not going to name any names, okay? I won't name any names. Then he openly names Kiss's guitarist, blaming him for his rider demands and referring to the wig he's been wearing for years. But I think some of their rider requirements were a bit difficult to source in the middle of the freaking Caribbean. One of those being wig adhesive. I'm talking about Ace Frehley. Sorry, guys. I don't give an F if you're the biggest rock star in the world. If you make the darkness late, you are a C word. So we're gonna play our entire set, and you guys are gonna effing love it. So, boy, what a little weird spat in the middle of the Caribbean. But
Yeah, it sounds
Ace,
a little too punk for a cruise setting there, man. But
Ace.
yeah, Ace wearing a wig. Who knew, man? But pretty decent looking wig, I guess. It was hard to tell. I mean, if
That's
that's
funny.
so. I mean,
Well, I find amusing too the aging rockers who still try to maintain their youthful look with the dark hair
well, yeah, yeah.
and like Michael Angelo. He's
Uh,
total
oh
wig.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you can tell. Yeah, and it's just age gracefully. Christ,
yeah. I see a lot of them with the dyed hair and dyed beards and whatever. Yeah,
Oh, it's pretty funny, but
yeah. There's
boy,
a way to like Halford, man. Just shave your head, whatever. Grow the beard,
yeah,
just whatever, man. Just
yeah,
you know.
yeah. It's like me. My top stopped growing, so I just said, "Hell, and I'll grow it on the other end of my freaking noggin." And I actually gonna trim this down too, because I'm gonna try and look a little spiffier for a certain reason we will talk about. But anyway, yeah. And then Ace did respond to this. He did respond, and
Oh, of course.
no, he responded through his security, and he was offended by the situation, and he allegedly, Fraley's security approached the Darkness's frontman in a coffee shop, confronting him about the previous day's remarks. And this led to a private discussion between the two rockers. Aw, after which they took photos together, suggesting a resolution has been reached. What the fuck? Yeah, the resolution has reached. Just play on time, dumbass. Really, I can't imagine what the hell he would have on his rider that, really. Well, I can't imagine, because
Right.
he's Ace Frehley,
Well, he said wig adhesive,
He
but
got wig.
you can get
When
that
you
before you get on board, man. I mean,
Ace, yes. Ace, that should be, well, somebody dropped the ball. Ace, we forgot the wig adhesive. Oh no, man. What am I gonna do?
right.
I won't go on. He probably was waiting on the wig adhesive. That's why he was late. He was waiting for the wig adhesive. He used something weird. I don't know. They probably have something in the kitchen or something there.
Yeah,
Slap that wig on it. I did not know he wear the wig. Good weird. I did not know he wear the wig.
I reckon I don't need no book learning.
Oh boy. So there you go. Ace Frehley in the news. And man, that's all I got to say about that. All right, moving on. I barely ever heard of these guys, and here we go. Where are they? Where are them suckers? There they are. The Hives.
Yeah,
The
I know
Hives.
'em. I've seen them.
You have.
Yeah, yeah. They were at Riot Fest one year, and most of them said they just complained about how little time they had. So they're eating up all their time complaining about how little time they
Are
have.
they
So
British band?
I think somewhere over there. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh no, they're Swedish. That's right. They're from
Swedish.
Sweden,
Yeah,
the
okay.
land of Meshuggah. Who are these clowns? Come on. But here's the headline: The Hives announce UK tour for first quote franchised cover bands. As the very first band in the world, we have spawned off into several because of the eternal and insatiable demand for Hives shows. See, that's the line that gets me right there, Doc. And
Yeah, I
then
think it's a little tongue in cheek, kind of thing. But
I would think so. That's very odd. Yeah, they're a Swedish five piece, and yeah, and they shared a statement last year encouraging fans to sign up to put on their own tribute shows and uncover quote rewards. So what
that's odd.
the statement says that the Hives franchise needs you. They began. We have arrived at a point where the Hives can no longer keep up with the public demand for concerts. What? Who the hell are you? Never, maybe over there, maybe in, Tanzania or something. But really, and they continue. This is where you come in. Help us create a world where the Hives are playing in every city all the time. Let's make business together and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Sign up now and register your interest. Many rewards wait in store. We have spoken. What the hell are these? Are they just trying to get clicks, on the internet or something, dude?
You know,
What's up
I,
with that?
I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking. How serious are they about this? So yeah, it's basically franchising, and then of course they call it franchise.
Yeah,
Saying the
yeah.
word franchise, and then they're gonna have however X hundreds of bands. I guess they're talking about a band in every town, whatever. But it's to me, it's not an officially licensed cover band. Is basically what you're saying, but yeah, you're kind of working for the hives, I guess. I don't know how serious they are about this, or how big it's going to get, or how many they're going to be. But yeah, I'd like to keep up with it, man. See what's going on, man.
That's interesting. Well, that's interesting because there's bands in the states, tribute bands that they'll have, like ACDC, like Powerage Chicago, and then they'll have an ACDC Powerage LA or something.
Yeah, okay.
They'll be franchising that sort of like so. This is sort of like the same thing, although ACDC didn't do all these things, but the
Right.
hives are. They're actually encouraging this. So that's I find that to be very odd, but
Yeah, I wonder how it will be billed. Will it be billed as the hives, and but in the fine print,
we're not really.
franchised, or how?
Yeah,
Yeah, how's it going to be billed?
that is so odd. Yeah, I don't think that's not gonna pan out. How much how much can people take of this band? I mean, there's gonna be one in every town. Okay, you played last week. Well, we want to see a different band this week. So what the hey, come on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. When the bands come around, they come around once a year, once every couple of years, whatever. Yeah, when they come around, you check them out. But yeah, there's gonna be oversaturation where you can see them literally anytime you wanted to. Yeah, that's
this
gonna
is
fade
so
pretty
yeah.
quickly, I would think.
No, no,
And we're
that
all
ain't
like
gonna
when a
happen.
new album comes out, like all the bands got to learn the new album like right away. And I'm sure they would, right? I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I don't
yeah, I
know.
don't
They're
know.
just trying something different, something new, and
And how many
I,
people would want to be in a band? Like I'm sure up and coming, yeah, you're just wanting to getting out there or whatever. That would be fine, but that seems like that would be pretty short lived. I couldn't see one to
boy,
do
oh
that long
boy,
term at all. But
that's
yeah, it's an odd
crazy.
thing. Other bands have done sort of like Devo kind of did something like this. I think at one point. It's like a oh god was a Blue Man Group kind of thing, where it's like
Ah,
different, but
are we
um,
not men?
no, we are Devo.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. How about thank you? I was hoping you'd finish that. Yeah. But yeah, more power to them. If they're the first to do something like this, there's always got to be a first. So we'll see what happens on that. Like I say,
Surprised,
I've
surprised
never.
Kiss wasn't the first. Surprised Kiss didn't
You're
jump on
right.
this.
You're right. Yeah, actually, you're right. I thought about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Boy, if any band would have done that,
Right.
that would have been the band to do it. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Gene's
They
got to
they
be
went
smacking himself upside
they
the
went
head.
the Avatar's route, so we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, and however many years down the road, but yeah, Gene's got to be smacking himself on the head on that one. Oh man, I missed a money making project. Ah! So, oh whatever. Oh, here we go. Our good
He
old friend.
probably owns the hives. Gene said he probably owns the hives anyway.
Yeah.
No, he's not even worried
Hey,
about it.
who is that? Oh, there's Dave Draymond sneaking around my corner there. Dave Draymond of Disturbed. Boy, oh boy, Doc. I swear, we of course talked ad nauseum about his concert malfeasance, if you will, and then if that ain't bad enough, then he took a classic Simon and Garfunkel song and redid it, "The Sound of Silence," and now to add insult to injury, according to
Truly.
Forbes, yeah, according to Forbes, a remix of Disturbed's cover of "The Sound of Silence" by Australian DJ producer Cyril O'Reilly has landed at position number 34 on Billboard's Hot Dance Electronic Songs chart. Holy cow. Did you hear this mess? I actually
Yeah,
listened to it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I did
cripes
too. Yeah.
almighty. This is sick. A month ago, this same version of the tune reached the dance quote electronics digital song sales charts, and it has since been on the rise, rising to number 3 on the list. You know what? The only thing that gives me comfort, Doc, and this
Tell
is
me.
that well, Paul Simon's going to get all the money out of it because he wrote it, so he's going
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
all the money.
yeah. True that.
But there you go. Here we go. The total bastardization, annihilation of a
Yes.
classic Simon and Garfunkel song. I don't care. I'm not a big folk song kind of guy,
It was
but
a classic song, though, man. I
I
mean, you know.
listened to a lot of it growing up. And Simon and Garfunkel, yeah, he wrote some good stuff. The
Oh yeah.
Boxer, oh my gosh, that's a
No,
classic.
they were the best of the genre at the
And
time for
then you
sure. So.
have some guy like Dave Draymond come by and redo one of your songs, and now it's going to turn into a dance song. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, darkness, my own boom, boom. But it's like
That was a little darker there. It made me want to slip my wrist or something, man. It's like, oh my god, what is this stuff? I call that stuff like high def music. You gotta be high and deaf to fucking listen to that shit, man. But
Oh,
yeah,
good call on that one.
to me, it's a remix of a cover. You know, it's like how many? Bastardization is a good word, man. How many
Thank you.
steps of bastardization can there
Oh,
be? You know, what's going to be the next two? It's like, come
yeah,
on, man,
country song.
do something original. Come on, you
Hello,
know.
darkness, my old
Uh,
friend. I've come to talk to you again. You can do it in country. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hey, but
reggae, you know, whatever. Yeah,
yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah. Oh, reggae, it fit in perfectly. But
yeah.
no, they got to do the dance mix. Oh, jeez. I didn't know
I
they
mean, it was
still
a
did.
big hit for it was their biggest hit, Disturbed's biggest hit. It's got 980 million on, so it's coming up on a
Wow.
billion, getting in that billion of views club, coming up
Already
on
you're
pretty cool. Well, no,
kidding.
it's coming up on it's 980
Oh,
million right
oh
now,
my gosh. Come on,
and
people.
their performance of the song on Conan, Conan O'Brien's show,
Go
has
on
got
and
over 100 million views, and it's the most viewed clip from Conan's show.
oh, for crying-
So
that
you know
that
it's pretty popular,
well,
remake of it. But yeah, then
that's
to take it
uh, I'm disturbed. I just
it's very just
I'm
yes,
disturbed. This is
very
horrifying.
much
Yeah,
yeah,
what song are you gonna ruin next? Jeez,
yeah.
I won't listen to it. Yeah, no, the original is the classic, and I'll just stick with that one. And I wasn't, I obviously I've heard his
Yeah, to me,
make
it's
of
like
it, but
okay, Disturbed, remade it. Okay, good. Oh well, and good. But then like I said, then now they're taking it to another
some
step,
freaking Aussie down there,
another step of
you know,
bastardization, man.
bad
Yeah,
enough he's not beating on dingoes down in Australia. Hey, why don't I redo this freaking song and make it a dance song? But hopefully, like I say, hopefully Paul Simon gets all the money out of it since he was the songwriter for Simon and
right. Yeah, yeah,
Garfunkel.
for sure. Yeah.
Garfunkel was just in the background getting him hamburgers and shit.
Great
He got hungry.
harmonizer,
Oh
great,
yeah,
yeah, great voice in his own right, but that was about it. Yeah.
yeah, man. But okay, moving on. Dun, 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 dun. Lollapalooza, Lollapalooza. They've announced the 4-day festival. They've announced the bands, and what a mess. Holy schmokums! Just the Killers, Blink 182, Deftones, and that's about it. Nobody else I know. This is crazy. Tyler the Creator? What? Who? Never heard of it. Or did I? I don't know. No. Caesar, Killers,
SZA.
Future X, Metro, Boomin, Hosier, Stray Kids, Melanie Martinez, and Skrillex. Jeez. I don't know.
Skrillex, yeah,
Four
Skrillex.
days of I don't know.
Of high def music. That's what it is.
Gosh.
Pretty much.
This
No, there's some excuse me, there's some bands in there. Yeah, the Killers, I guess, would be the main band to see. Hosier, he had a couple pretty good songs. He had that one "Take Me to Church" song. That's pretty cool.
Blink 182.
Stray Kids. I will get into them in a second. Stray Kids, kind of an up and coming band. I know my daughter really likes, and looking
Ah,
forward to seeing.
yeah.
Deftones, they've been around a while. I
Oh
saw
yeah.
them at Riot Fest one year. Okay, but kind of middle of the road to me. And then Blink 182, who I've had the opportunity to see at Riot Fest, and
Yeah.
I left. I have
Did you
no desire.
really?
I have no desire to see Blink 182, man. I
All
no
right.
no I did no. I got about out early that day. They were a headliner, and
All
uh,
right.
No, I couldn't
That's
do it.
okay. Hey, the
But
Black
yeah, other
Tiger,
than that, it's typical kind of hipster, trying to find the obscure upcoming,
su-
artist or whatever. But
such as the Black Tiger Sex Machine, they're going to be there.
oh, they're gonna be there. Oh
You
wow.
betcha. And the Hippocampus. Don't forget about them.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy. A lot of great bands. Bridget
Yeah,
Calls Me
some of
Baby.
them
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Bridget
some of the
Calls Me
names are
Baby.
always pretty
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the thing. Back in the day, we had some really great names of bands in the Chicago area. Some of that I can't even say on on, on the show here. They're so horrible. But one of the best I've ever remember was Brick Jack House. That was like one of the best bands ever. Brick Jack House. It
Well,
was
people don't know in Chicago area there was a baseball announcer, Jack Brickhouse.
legendary.
Yeah, been around forever. That Brick Jack House,
Brick
yeah.
Jack House. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there you go. Lollapalooza. I won't be there. God, I wouldn't last
It's
like an
like I
hour.
said, it's one of those kind of the grandfather of the big festivals, I guess. And but some of the fests we've been talking about have really been bringing the lineups, and I don't know. I guess this is kind of the hipster fest, and maybe we're not supposed to know most of these bands, but I don't know, man. It seems like they got a lot of competition going on these years, and we'll see. We'll see how they do, but yeah, I don't know. Seems like some of the other fests have much better lineups, but what do I know? I'm an
Well,
old
yeah.
geezer.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all indeed? But yeah, and finally, well, maybe not. There it is. There's the big eyeball right there. That would be the Sphere. Sphere in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
also known as Las Vegas. And apparently, it looks like the Eagles may be lining up a 10 week, what do you call it? Residency,
Residency, yeah.
residency in Sin City. So we'll see if that pans out. That would be very, very interesting. Because yeah, I'm sure especially the old guys, they don't want to. They don't want to travel all over the damn place. They're tired. Damn it, they're
Yeah, like I
tired
said,
as
this way
hell.
people they just come to you. So yeah, right now it's just rumored, and it's rumored to be happening September through December. So right now they're on their last tour, the long goodbye tour they call it,
Mm-hmm.
and this right now the last scheduled date they have is June 15th, but they're expected to go on into 2025.
Well,
So
they're
this will
talking
just
about
be
possibly September through December on
yeah, as
the
I was saying,
Sphere
yeah. So
thing.
it'll
Yeah.
be just their part of that the leg of their ongoing tour or
Boy, oh
whatever.
boy, oh
So
boy. Yep.
see how
Long
that fits
goodbyes.
in.
Well, their name of the tour is a long goodbye, so they're gonna make that damn thing as
Yeah,
long as
it's gonna
possible.
be like Kiss, man. This is gonna drag on forever and leg upon leg. And but
Oy
yeah,
vey.
right now we talked about obviously U2, and they finished up their residency there. And the other ones they got coming up, we talked about it when they announced it, Dead and Company, and they're doing like a dozen or so shows, maybe a few more
Ah, right,
in
right.
June. And then another jam band I was unaware of, Fish, who I never really got
In
into, but
April, yeah,
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 they're
I
doing
know. Yeah,
they just got 4 nights, just a little mini residency, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like you know, I don't know. To me, I don't know what the Eagles could take advantage of with the Sphere. I mean, U2 obviously they got a lot of very visual kind of stuff, and they always have
sure.
background, and and I guess Dead Company and Fish would be kind of psychedelic, kind of more trippy kind of stuff. But
Oh, that'd be insane. Holy
okay,
cow.
yeah, I know the stuff you could do,
Hold
but that's
off
what I
on the
mean.
mushrooms, people, because
What
yeah.
could the Eagles really do to take advantage? You know what I mean? That goes with the Eagles' image. I
Oh
mean,
boy,
I'm sure they'll have some
they'll.
some cool
Oh yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
but
It'll be cool, but
nothing that
yeah.
goes with the theme of being, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see, but I'm sure they'll
See
have
what
something cool.
happens. But boy, yeah, they gotta recoup their $1 billion that they paid for that son of a gun. Holy cow, freaking a. So
I bet Gene Simmons is kicking himself in the ass and they quit too early due to the Sphere.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I imagine the
Oh,
nonsense they would
he's gonna
have
have the
brought.
avatars at the Sphere.
Avatars. Yeah, you watch. That's a prediction that'll probably come true. They'll end up doing the avatars at the Sphere, and what the heck, and maybe go see Bruno Mars at the same time.
Right?
So why not? Crying out loud. So freaking a, there you go. Another wacky week of crazy news. It just never ends, and it just keeps getting better. Still a lot of more gigs being announced. Let me see. What was the latest one? Doc Stained with Breaking Benjamins, I think,
Right.
is coming. We'll see about that. I don't know. We saw Stained last year, I think. God, we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of bands. I can't keep
Yeah, we
track of
saw
all of them,
Stained
Doc.
opened up
Gosh
for
almighty.
Godsmack. Yeah.
Boy, we've seen a lot of bands last year. Jeez. I can't remember
Yeah.
all of them, but it's crazy good fun. So there you go, folks. Hey, man, it's been a good one. And by golly, have a good week. Spring is here. So let's rejoice. And why don't you take us home there, Doc? Eh?
Yeah, spring is sprung. I was a little crappy out today, but nonetheless better than cold. So yeah, another week in the books, and as you know, we do this every week. So I would love to have you join us, and I hope you're here next Monday. We certainly will be. So until then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.